Vibe check. How's it going, boys and girls, men and women, whoever is watching this video? It's kind of nice. I just noticed that this bottle brush tree is starting to bloom and have some red flowers. They're always my favorite to look at. So, and the generator is not on, so it's kind of quiet to start this video, which sometimes it's not. And shit, let's just jump into it, huh? All right, I find this phrase very annoying and a little inflammatory. And it's speak my truth or speaking my truth. So, I don't know. Something about that phrase rubs me the wrong way because when you think about it, speaking my truth, most people that say that are like giving their opinion and trying to wrap it in a veil of, well, I'm just speaking on what's real to me, and you can't take that away from me because it's my perspective and my truth. Stupid. It's a bunch of bullshit, that's what it is. If I ever say I'm speaking my truth on this channel, come on, let's get real. Like, dumb ass shit. Really stupid, actually. Because at the end of the day, I'm just giving my 2 cents. My opinion on things. I remember there was like someone talking of like, so it was like a Fresh and Fit clip that Abba and Preach were reviewing, and the ex-girlfriend of like one of the people that hosts the show was like, I'm speaking my truth here, and this is da-da-da, this and this happened. And like in reality, it's like, well, you were in this situation for a couple of years, and now you want out of it, and you speaking your truth wasn't actually the entire truth. It's like, where do all these silly, stupid phrases come from? And speak my truth is like one of them. It's like, what are we even doing here? I've been like with friend group. I remember I had a friend who she would say this phrase all the time, and I always just found it funny because it was the most like flowery, like, oh, you're okay, you speak your truth, you got this, and it was like very caretaker energy and like people pleaser. And I just feel bad for people who people please because it comes from a good place, in my opinion, of like trying to not hurt people. But ironically, you are by not giving them the respect and courtesy to be honest with them, and not even in an abrasive way. Like you could tell someone like, well, you suck ass at this, you're horrible, da da da, and that's very blunt and also like brutally honest. But you could be like, well, you're not really good at this, but here's some things you could do here and here. Or at least personally for me, I like when people are brutally honest with me. I don't take it personally. Used to when I was younger, maybe like 6 years ago, definitely would take that personally. But through time, experience, and just getting older, you learn to either have thick skin or very thin skin, and then it can make your life a living hell, especially for the Speak My Truth crowd. I think I just imagine someone being like, well, I'm speaking my truth here, but he did this or she said that, and it made me feel that way, and now I'm doing this, and da 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 da. And then someone from the outside is like, well, objectively, did someone do this? Do we hear their side of the story? And it's like, well, it's my truth, okay? Like, just let me live. People just don't want to be called out and held accountable. Men and women, man. Something about like just being held accountable just not feasible. And it's fascinating to me how people will jump through doing mental gymnastics on trying to get a viewpoint where they're right. And they can't admit when they're wrong because an ego is very fragile. And I've been there too. I remember having huge ego problems that would lead me to intense bursts of anger and personal things in my life that I just wasn't truly proud of, and need to do a better job of that as a society. Because through books and stuff, I really want to hone in on spirituality, and I feel like I'm just scratching the surface because I really want to get a deeper understanding of myself, because there's definitely days where I don't know if I'm ready to be in a relationship or open up to someone and kind of, connect with someone like that. There's days where I feel very selfish of being single, and I like my me time, and it's going to take a really special person for me to incorporate them in there and share certain things. And not saying I'm a huge pessimist, but I think through the state of things and how whenever I do talk about dating, it's a shit show, absolute crapshoot, and things are changing rapidly, and you either adjust and plan accordingly or stay stuck in the things the way they are, and you don't feel like you have progression, I suppose, which may also be a me problem, because there's definitely days where I'm like, if I don't work out, I don't do like something like learning a language or da-da-da, I feel like I wasted that day. And I put this pressure on myself to where, I don't know, certain things can get under my skin. And at least when I come out here to record, I feel at peace when I'm talking about things that are on my mind. And there goes the generator again. Maybe that's a sign to end this thought here. I don't know. I think one thing to wrap stuff up here before we bring this one to a close is just be careful of what people tell you. Saying's really true. Don't watch or listen to what people say. Watch what they do, because actions truly do speak louder than words. Because someone will just give you a bunch of lip, hundreds and hundreds of words, reassuring you all this stuff, and then their actions will completely say something else, and just really highlights someone's character. And having important people in your life to have these characteristics is now more important than ever, in my opinion, especially with the disease that is social media. And, before someone comes on here and is like, well, YouTube is, a social media. Yes. But I rather pick YouTube than Instagram. I deleted Twitter X in 2020. Haven't looked back. Feel great for my mental health. And yeah, only time I use Instagram, DMs for friends, and that's it. I do not do the scrolling, the algorithms. They're all trying to gather your attention. And yeah, that shit's exhausting. And we all just, want someone to lean on and maybe see where they're coming from. And maybe if you have similar thoughts, and so share them down below in comments. Always appreciate those, and people that take time to watch my funky videos. Anywho, today's the first day of spring. It's a lovely day, great weather, and a good time to be alive. So if you made it to this point of the video, thanks for sticking around. Put one foot in front of the other, and you'll never know where you'll end up. Anywho, that's for it for me. Peace.